All right, let's do this. All right, so this is going to be my first pre-workout review video. My name is Mike. Baltimore Mike's going to be my YouTube channel. So the product I'm going to review it's Helios. I don't know what that really means. Helios pre-workout by D&M Nutra. So this is the deal. I work out a lot. I'll give you a little bit of a background. I'm retired. I'm a retired police officer. I retired like 8 months ago. I take pre-workouts. I started like 5 years ago. Started off like most people, you go into like GNC or a store like that, and you end up with like C4. And then from there, you talk to people, you play around with the internet, you play around with YouTube, and then you start learning about the whole world of pre-workouts, in which we get into this what's called the Stim junkie world. People like, it's still funny to this day. I'll talk to a lot of people at the gym who think either take no pre-workout or think a strong pre-workout is C4, which is the bottom of the barrel. C4 like bangs are the base. So in the pre-workout world, they come out with new ones like all the time. It's a constantly evolving field. What happens is, if a product really works, they ban it. It'll be banned for a particular substance. Somehow like, it'll come off the market. There's like famous, like there's ones over the years that everyone kind of knows about. The latest wild one that I know about is Excelsior, which is very hard to find. But Excelsior was the type that when you took it, it was just different. Like you'd be high for like 10, 12 hours. So I'm gonna make a couple points here. The key to me, this is to keep it short. I have like ADHD issues like most of us do. And I also took this at like 2 o'clock today, and I'm still jacked up. So I still have kind of like the high buzz feeling going on. So these videos have their own little genre on YouTube. And in that, so we like most people, we watch a million of these fitness videos, and there's guys, there's a million layers of who's popular and who's not popular. I just want to jump in and give my opinion. I think with the review videos, you can't get enough because everyone's a little different. Like, everyone gets a little different feeling. There's some general things that probably go across the board, but a lot of us get different feelings about different things. So all right. So the first thing, like the typical video, has the product, which you got to worry about too, because people, as they get better at this, people start providing, the companies will provide the product. That's called a conflict of interest. I mean, if they're providing it to you. Now, the people I like, I'm going to name 3 review people or three YouTubers that I think are fair and are not partial. But it always becomes a concern because, as we know, with almost any supplement, soon as someone starts getting paid money to be behind it, it's whatever, they're bought. It's done. It's not fair. They're going to get a kickback. So, all right. So when they review it, they'll go down the line and they're gonna describe, and this is gonna be gym science. You're gonna have someone go down the line and read off all the product, all the things in there, and that's great. And the people I'm gonna tell you to do are the people that I would say who I go to find out. Like, how do you find out what theobromine HCl, like what it is? You're gonna Google it like everyone else. You're gonna play around with the internet. You're gonna read Reddit reviews and stuff like that. But ultimately, you have no idea. You're just kind of like, they're going to tell you what it does, and you're going to be like, great, like, okay, cool. The things that, all right, so the ones that beta alanine, that's the tingling, itchy feeling. Some people hate it. Derek from More Plates, More Dates always talks about it makes his butt itch. I don't know why. It doesn't do that to me, but it makes my head itch. But it definitely puts you in the mood. It gives you like a sensation of like, it's time to work out. Some people don't like it. I like it, but I would always, you got to look for that one, because if you don't like it, then you're probably gonna have a bad experience. And then the real big thing is alpha yohimbine, or alpha yo. So alpha yo is, I guess ultimately it's like a fat burning thermogenesis product. If you have a bad reaction to it, you're gonna feel like you're dying. That's the deal. So it depends, 3, 2, 1 milligrams. I thought I could handle for a long time, but I finally took a product that it just reacted bad. You're getting shivers in the gym. You're sweating profusely, but you're shivering, and you feel like literally feel like you have the flu. Like, I don't know what would be the benefit, like what would be the reward to go through something like that. Like, I don't care if I lost like a quarter of a pound more than I wouldn't have from taking it. I just wouldn't do it. So now I do usually avoid those. But if you didn't know what you're getting into and there was alpha yo in it, you had a big reaction. I don't even know what. I mean, that could really get kind of weird. So anyway, besides that, I just care about how it feels. So all right. So there's 3 websites or 3 YouTube channels. Fitness Deal News. This guy TJ. TJ has 33.9 thousand subscribers. I got my little notes over here. He's been doing this for 3 or 4 years. TJ will break this all down and he'll tell you honestly. He's funny about it and stuff. He'll tell you what like the latest, greatest, cutting edge stuff is, and then they rank them and stuff like that. I say, watch his video first. Fitness Deal News. That's the truth. There's the Review Brothers. They're 2 guys in England. They do reviews all the time. They do them probably every single day. They're funny. I like their reviews, and they also will break it down really well. Then there's a bunch of other ones, some who I you can go on and on with it, but some of the other ones I just didn't get. Like the one guy once said his number 1 favorite pre-workout was Psychotic Gold Edition, and I got it. You pay anywhere from $35 to $50 for these tubs typically, and I took it once and it was the worst. It was such a waste of money. That's why you're watching this video, because you don't want to waste money. You're getting this tub for probably like a month. And if you're like me, I love to get a new tub and stuff. I want it to work. And if you just waste it on like 1, maybe two, whatever scoops, two occasions of using it, and it didn't work, that's not good. It's terrible, right? So what else? Some of them rank flavor. I agree with TJ. I don't care about flavor at all unless it's disgusting. Now, I will say this. So I'm going to ultimately say this Helios is badass good product. The problem was the Atomic Bombsicle is disgusting. Like, as I'm sitting, like driving to the gym, sitting in the car, just trying to finish up, whatever, I started like almost throwing up. Like I was like literally going to throw it up like right outside the car. And that'll happen with these pre-workouts. The really high stim ones, you could definitely just throw up. Which it's like anything else. It's probably a bad thing, but maybe it's not that bad. Oh, and the last guy that I watch all the time, this guy, Way of the Dead Gone, another English guy. He does the thing and then he goes and works out, starts doing like this kickboxing thing. And it's like, it's pretty wild. He's funny and he's got like, I think it's funny. He's only got 383 subscribers. I don't know why it never like completely took off, because I mean, he definitely does it all the time. So those are the people I would talk. Those are you're going to want to watch when you start jumping into this. They're going to come out with videos all the time. Sometimes they'll go past pre-workouts and maybe talk about like the latest, greatest like protein product or something like that. But generally they're pre-workout reviews, which is what I'm going to call a genre in itself. Other guys like Greg Duquette, who do everything about fitness. I mean, I watched that guy go from 20,000 subscribers in a 2-year period, go up to, he's got about 800, 900,000 subscribers. That means he's full-time. That means he is doing this. He is making money off YouTube. And then of course they ultimately end up endorsing products. And then Derek from More Plates, More Dates, super blew up just in the last 2 years, just blew up. These guys, if you're just doing pre-workouts, it'll never go that far, but it's got its genre, which is pretty cool. What else? I'm brand new into the whole social media thing. I don't know if I said it before, but I was a retired police officer. So when you're a police officer, especially in the city, you cannot like be on YouTube. Like it's just nothing good can come of it. Anything can be held against you. One day they could. This video could be used as like, ooh, whatever. Somehow they'll make you look bad from it. So I only jumped in really recently where I would actually like comment on things. I stay away from politics because they'll just demonetize you and cancel you. If you do get going on this thing and you get like a little channel going and stuff, you can start you can start getting a little like you can start getting money is the answer. And for fitness stuff, it's highly monetized because they want to put commercials on there. They really do, because it works. It works for sales. So anyway, so that's my whole background stuff. This is my first video. This is like my pilot, kind of like just jumping into it. I took my kids. They got like a Christmas present of the little like thing where you, like the camera thing and stuff. Ultimately, I think what I'm going to do is take more little footage in the gym. So I took this. So back to like today's thing, Helios. Took in the gym, absolutely almost threw up out in the car. I've taken it like 3 times. I rounded the scoop on it, and it just was like, so you gotta be careful with these strong ones. If you, typically you're supposed, the scoop is the scoop, and it just be flat. But yeah, like, whatever, I'm just like, let me round it, and you just dump it in there. And I was whacked. I did legs. Even an hour after doing legs, I was still like, just really whacked. I took that right into like just whatever, like I just ate dinner. I'm finally starting to come down and stuff. When you get the really strong ones, and I'm not saying this is a super strong one, it's a pretty strong one, you might have trouble falling asleep. And then there's a whole product line for that, for like trying to fall asleep and stuff, which is hilarious in itself. So anyway, I just thought this was like, do the video while you're on it. But ultimately, I'm gonna do the video while you're in the gym. Like, take it. I want to give it to people who never take these things and like, ooh, like, here, take this, and just describe it. We can get, like, if you get used to, like, if you know that Alpha Yo is going to make you sick, then you're biased, and you're not giving a completely impartial. You try to give an impartial one. Realistically, you should probably it comes in a box, take the label off it, don't even look at it, take it, review it, then review it with the label and say, oh wow, that actually matches up. I don't really know why people would review it hours later after they already took it. Well, I mean, you do want to take it more than once, because if you take it on an empty stomach, it could change the way you react. Different things can just everything can make it. How much water you drank, how much sleep you got, all that stuff can matter. And then even with like the guy like Fitness Deal News guy, TJ, I agree with him 99% of the time. Sometimes I'll just totally disagree with him. And again, there's nothing more frustrating than get in your tub, and this is what you're supposed to, so I end up like, you have like 6 or 8 of these things up in your, wherever you keep all your stuff. And sometimes you don't finish them and stuff like that. But I think that's everything. I ultimately think all the videos should be less than 8 minutes, but this is my background, like, on why I want to do this. Eventually, I'm just going to start cranking off products that I pay for, and just going to the gym is what I do. I got 3 kids, but I don't really have much else to do. They said get a hobby, so maybe I could be a pre-workout review person. Is that a hobby? So all right, that's it. Later.